Come on, I guess I'm just a misfit.
Good evening, gents. Good evening, gents. Oh, come on, y'all got no more motivation than that? Alright, come on. First of all, I want to give it up to you, man. Thank you. Alright, very much. Thank you. Alright, so I'm sitting here listening, right? Some of you remember faces from the last time I was here. First of all, what I want to do is I want to congratulate this brother right here, because I don't know his story, but I've heard about that much about him. I believe it was just this past week when I came in. I felt like I already knew him. So to come in and just to hear that tad bit, it was a good breakup for what I want to talk to you about today. So I just want to take about, if y'all can give me about just, if y'all can give me about just about 10 to 15 motivated minutes. I promise you I'm going to deliver something to you today that's going to change your life forever. How about that? Anybody want to do that? Anybody want? Can you got 15 minutes to give me just something that'll change your life forever? Anybody want that? How many of you want? How many of you want to go from having no money in your pockets right now to having cash when you want it? I'm not selling you no dream. I told you I don't sell hype. I sell reality. I give away reality. I don't sell nothing. You understand what I'm saying? How many of you didn't make the basketball team and said next year I'm gonna make it? Or in a couple of years when I get to high school, I'm going to be the star. How many of you said that? Alright? So I'm going to give you something that where you can, I'm going to give you something right now that's going to, when you get to high school, if you apply these principles today, if you apply them every day of your life from today, I promise you, you'll be the star of that team. And if you sitting in here with the man next to you saying that I'm going to do the same thing, and that's going to be your teammate, y'all going to state championship. If you really apply these principles that I'm talking about today. The main thing you got to do is, when you got an opportunity in front of you, you got to be paying attention to where it's coming from. If you focus on anything else right now, other than these principles I'm about to give you, that's the chance you're going to get cut. That's the chance that you're going to be broke. Who wants to be broke? I didn't think so. So since you don't want to be broke, who wants to be smart? Who wants to be intelligent? I'll take intelligent over smart any day. Because smart ain't doing nothing but remembering answers. You smart enough to remember answers. I want you to be intelligent. Why? Because I want you to have the wisdom. So the word I want to talk about today that's keeping you broke, it's keeping you from making the team, it's keeping you from having relationships with your father, it's keeping you from having a relationship with your sister, your brother, it's keeping you out of school, is impossible. Say that with me. Impossible. Impossible. How many of you have heard it in your life? Somebody's told you, you know what? It's impossible for you to do that. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. You know what? I can't tell you the number of times somebody's told me something has been impossible. They said, what does impossible mean? It has a lot of meaning. Impossible means that it's what? Not possible, right? Meaning that it don't have a chance in the world of being done. You know, you got some friends that you hang out with right now. And those friends that you hang out right now is telling you that, guess what, man? It's impossible for you to be different because you don't have both parents at home. They telling you it's impossible for you right now to graduate at the top of your class because Sarah got a 3.9 right now. Somebody's telling you it's impossible for you to surpass Sarah because she's always been the smartest one in the room. Somebody's told you it's impossible for you to make higher grades than Joseph because Joseph always known as the smart kid. Every award show, Joseph is always getting all the awards. So they have sold you out to a dream that is impossible. How many of you believe in that impossible, that you can't do it? How many of you believe that you can beat the impossible? Let me show you. This is the key right here. And out of the things that I ask you at any point in life, I promise you, if you apply this principle, and I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to y'all today, and I sort of got crossed up with two messages, but I'm going to talk about both of them under this topic called It's Not Impossible, okay? See, first of all, I was thinking about this whole word impossible. And so anytime that I get into a situation, what I do is I'm going to always take the negative and I'm going to flip it to a positive. How do you flip? You know what I'm saying? So how do I flip impossible to a positive thing? This is how I do it. Let's look at the spelling of impossible. Impossible is spelled what? Spell it with me. I-M-P-O-S-S I-B-L-E. Check this out. Impossible, right? Let me show you why it's not impossible. Because anytime you go into something, what you got to do, anytime you got a compound word or a word with a suffix or a prefix, what do you have to do? You got to break it down to the root word, right? So the root word of impossible is what? Possible. Guess what? Check this out. You're going to like how I flip this. See, because when I look at impossible now, what I do is I see the I am, and then I brought a comma in my pocket. I brought an apostrophe in my pocket. And then what I did is I put that apostrophe right up there between the I and the M. What does that make that? I'm, right? Say it again. I'm possible. That means it's no more impossible. I'm possible. If I stretch it out, this is what you do when you stretch yourself. So if I'm possible, and I stretch that I'm out, what's that contraction? What does that contraction equal out to now? What is the I'm at? It turns into what? No, what's the original form? I what? I am. See? I got it already beat right now. Because guess what? I am. I am. I am. I am. So if I am possible, even when you break it down and I got to do crunch time, I'm saying I'm possible. So anything you say I can't make them grades, guess what? I'm possible. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the star of that team, guess what? I'm possible. What? You ain't got no money in your pocket, but guess what? I'm possible. It ain't nothing you can tell me that I can't do. There's nothing in here that none of y'all can't do. Who in here think they can beat me on the court right now?
Right now.
Right now. Guess what? It ain't possible. Why? Because I'm possible. I have that mentality that you can't beat me. I'm confident. Some people get it confused with cockiness. I promise you. I promise you. I work with this young lady back here. There ain't no problem that we handle all day long that I don't tell her, guess what? I sit back and look, and what do I say? We're going to remain optimistic. You know what being optimistic is? That means always thinking good about things. I think the best of any situation. You know what I'm saying? How many of you watched the movie Notorious? Y'all seen that? Yeah, I knew y'all saw that, right? Right? Remember that? Remember when Puff told him about being in the jungle? What Puff said? You can throw me in the jungle with nothing, he'll come out with what? A chinchilla coat on, right? You're going to throw him in the middle of the jungle, and he's going to come out with a chinchilla coat. What did Big say to him?
Can't make him dance.
That's right. Big said, I don't know about that chinchilla coat, but I guarantee you they're going to be laughing, right? Because he knows what he brings to it. He's not bringing what everybody else brings. And some of you, the reason that you don't make the team, the reason that you don't make the money, the reason that you don't make the grades is because you're trying to do what everybody else is doing. You got to stop doing what everybody else is doing. You got to stop doing what everybody else is doing. The man of God just told you when I came in, I heard it. He said you got to be a different thinker. See, I'm what they call an exceptional thinker. I'm always going to have people that come against me. You know why? Because I think differently. I think differently. You put me on a team of 5 scrubs, if that's what you want to call them. Guess what? We're going to demolish y'all. Because you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to give them the confidence of the I am. And guess what? I am going to be killing you in the corner. Because you're going to be saying, oh, it's impossible for him to make it. And he's going to be like, I am, going down the court. The next thing you know, my son is going to pull up on you. He's going to pose with the I am dunk on you. You're going to be still saying, man, that was impossible. That was impossible. And that's what people have plagued you with. They have told you it's impossible for you to do something. Give me a hand to somebody that said it's impossible. I'm going to show you something. You see what I'm saying right now? See, you had a good thought in your mind, and the good thought that you had in your mind, you let it out your mouth, and you let somebody else hear it, and they told you it was impossible, didn't it? Wow. Wow. So what you got to do now is you got to show him what? You got to show him what 2 words? I what? I am. I am. See, this is what I love about this. What I love about this, now I don't know, many people don't come and talk to y'all about the word, but since I'm a minister, I get the free reign, I can talk about the word. What I mean is, it's something that God told Moses before the next day, before he went up in the mountain. You know what he told him? Something short. Guess what he said? He told him, be ready. Got you on that one, didn't he? He told him, be ready. Did he tell him to do anything else but do what? Be ready. So how can you seize an opportunity to be the I am if you're not ready? What are you doing when, and you've heard this before, I'm not telling you nothing new. I'm just packaging up a different way. I'm just packaging it up a different way. Are Jordans put out by Nike? Who they put out by?
They put out by Nike.
They put out by who?
Nike.
Nike. Somebody said no. Who's behind Jordan? Who's behind Jordan product? Is it Michael Jordan? Who Jordan got the contract with?
Nike.
So let me ask you something. Who really has the money? Is it Jordan? Or is it Nike? Huh? So do you think that Nike was ready? You got to pay attention now if you want to get here. So do you think that Nike was ready when Jordan came out?
Yeah. No.
You don't think they were? But why did they approach him if they weren't ready? Huh? You got to have something to offer him, right?
Yeah.
How many of you had girlfriends in here? How did you get that girlfriend? We just gonna keep it real. How did you get that girlfriend?
I spit game.
If you spit game, right? You see what I'm saying? You gotta spit game, but guess what? In order to spit game, mean you gotta be what?
Ready.
Be ready. But guess what? If you never activate that plan, what's Nike's slogan? Let me show you the difference between how I'm gonna get that woman. See my beautiful wife back there? Let me show you how I got her. You know what I did? I followed the Nike slogan. You know what I did? I stepped to it. Guess what I did? Thank you. See, y'all already got the secret already. You just do it. Ain't gotta have the best game, but guess what? You too scared, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just do it. So I walk up and be like, hey, my name is Aqeel. I'm like, I hope you like my lane game. Right? It's impossible, right? So I seen her turn down other men, but guess what? I believe that what? I'm the man. What? I am. Right? So I say, I am. Did I say that, baby? Agree with me, at least on the tape now. Alright? So, see what I'm saying right now? So I stepped to her. I got to have my I am game on, because guess what? If I step to her with it's impossible, do I get the prize? Do I get the trophy?
No.
Doubters don't get nothing but more doubt. Doubters don't get nothing but more doubt. Doubters don't get nothing but more doubt. You think I got a chance to be here in front of y'all because I was doubting myself? No, you know what I did? I was at work. This is how real this is. I was at work. I was doing my job with this young lady back here. I just do what I do. This ain't bragging. I'm just telling you, I try to stay ready because every day I'm interviewing. Every day I'm interviewing, right? Right? You with me? Because see, I just called some of y'all up when y'all looked at the door right then and I drove in on you. And you sitting on the bench now. This is what happens. How easily are you going to get distracted? Where my basketball players at? So if you dribbling down the court and the man in front of you is playing defense and you look over at the stand and see who walking up the stand with popcorn, where the ball at? I got it. I'm dunking. I'm dunking on it. This is what Kobe has done. This is what Carmelo has done. This is what LeBron, D-Wade. Come on, man. They stayed on their game. They believe what?
I am.
I'm possible. I am. I am. Who in here already is an I am person right now?
Right.
You see, those of you that aren't, you got to get it in your spirit that I am. I am. You know what? People will tell you that it's impossible. They will tell you that it's impossible because you've been expelled like 4 or 5 times and you've been kicked out of school. They will say, you know what? You're never going to be nothing. But I want you to tell you that you're going to be something if you believe that I am. I am. Let me tell you this quick story. Quick story. Because see, I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. Right? So here's the deal. So while I'm in the Marine Corps, I learned about this guy. I learned about this guy that actually was dishonorably discharged. This means that he was put out because of something he did, and he got a bad record behind him. That's crazy, right? He got put out the Marine Corps. He got put out the Marine Corps because they felt he did something wrong. But let me show you how bad this man's mind was. You know who it was? You know who it was? It was Walt Disney. Wow, that's crazy, right? It's Walt Disney. Walt Disney got kicked out the Marine Corps. He got kicked out the Marine Corps. But guess what? Walt Disney's mind was so big. It was so big. He believed that I am. He had a vision bigger, much bigger. So guess what? We take one day. We save up all our lives. Your parents, your grandparents, your friends, parents, they save up money all year long to go where? To Disney World. A man that was kicked out and they told him this is it, because once you get dishonorably discharged, that record like follows you for the rest of your life. If Walt Disney had a soul out to him, he would have never created Disney World. He didn't believe in the fear, and that's what some of you living off in here. Let me break fear down for you right quick. Fear, you follow me? Spell what? F-E-A-R. Fighting evidence against reality. Fighting evidence against reality. That's all fear is. That's all fear is. And some of y'all will follow the evidence against reality. Y'all are falling to fear. You are too scared to be different. If I told y'all tomorrow that next week I want all of y'all to come dressed up like you going to church next week, I guarantee you probably only one of y'all, if any, will come next week dressed up like that. Why? Because you too scared. You feel your boys are going to clown you. And what you do is you miss out on the doggone opportunity to get $100. And then you suck your teeth, and then what you say is, man, if I knew he was going to give away $100, I would have did it. That's the whole point. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you the I am? Huh? Because see, all the I am thinkers prepare. They prepare before the opportunity. My wife was telling me something. I'm going to end with this point right here. My wife was telling me something this morning. She woke up, she got so excited, she ran downstairs. She said, babe, I just had this crazy vision. She just had this crazy vision. She said she saw some dogs, right? This is crazy, it's going to kill you. Because look, once you understand, she said this. She said, I saw the dogs and they was leading her. You see that? They said they was leading me on a money path to opportunity. That's crazy. Because guess what? When you understand, the dogs was leading her on a money path to an opportunity. What's wrong with that picture?
Dog is taking.
No, what's wrong with that picture is normally the opportunity leads to the money.
Yeah.
Right? But this, the money path led to opportunity. That means you don't chase the money.
You chase the opportunity.
Go after the opportunity. The opportunity will always bring you more than what you plan to get. So what I'm going to leave you with today is, what? Do not fear the what? The impossible. Say it with me. Do not fear the impossible. Do not fear the impossible. One more time. Do not fear the impossible. You can do anything you want, accomplish anything you want, if you believe that I am possible. Alright, that's my sign right there.
And this son looking spiffy. Hey, go ahead and doubt us, but what you know about us? And we ain't gotta follow, then we took another route. No, we ain't blowing trees, bro. Open up my window. I see you popping tags, but you know that's why you're in.